Let's turn to Donald Trump. He's won New Hampshire. He's won Iowa. He's likely to win South Carolina. I can't get Nikki Haley to show up on the radio show because her comms team is made up of 10-year-olds. I don't know. But it just seems to me he's the nominee. I don't think Joe Biden can win an election, Ben. I really don't. I played part of his speech in Wisconsin. He is so old. He is infirm. Do you think he can win even with a 3.3% quarter, even if they avoid a recession, which everyone thinks is coming? Do you think he can win?
I'll disagree with you, Hugh. I think he can win. And I think he can win because of a number of different factors. Number one, I think that the media is completely in the tank for him, obviously. Number two, I think we haven't even seen them begin to spend money against Donald Trump in a way that they're planning on doing it, including the outside money that is just waiting in the wings. And I think that in addition, this is very early. We're 10 months out. There are babies that have not been conceived yet that will be born before this is decided, and I just think that it's very early to say. But the situation that I think Donald Trump has right now is very difficult, and this is something that I actually got into it with Vivek on the night of the New Hampshire primary when we were doing a Fox stream, and he was one of the guests. He made the comment that the New Hampshire result looked more like a general election than it did like a Republican primary. And I said, well, isn't the lesson of that if that's true, then you have a big problem because you need to be winning a lot of those votes that are going to Nikki Haley right now. And I don't know Donald Trump's plan for those votes other than Joe Biden is old and he's terrible.
Yeah, but that is the plan.
Old and he's terrible, but that's not really a plan. And I think that that's a big problem that he's going to have to face. Independents, younger voters, college-educated voters, women. How are you going to win some of these demos in key states that are going to bring them back into your fold? And I think that just naming a woman to be the running mate or something like that isn't going to accomplish that.
Oh, I agree with you. A running mate does not matter, although it can hurt you. You can pick a bad running mate.
It certainly can. And this is just to wrap that up, Hugh. I think that this is, a situation where it's very possible for Donald Trump to lose a race. He's done it before. He refuses to admit that he did it. And I think that he can make a lot of the same mistakes along the way that would help him lose a race. And the media is going to be completely insulating Joe Biden, as they have for the last 3 years, from any of the consequences of his actions, and they're going to be hemming him off. And so because of that, you have a very weird election. If Joe Biden had to get up on a stage and debate Donald Trump 3 times this fall, then I would have far more confidence in saying he can't win.
There aren't going to be any debates. Yeah. There aren't going to be debates. The president cannot debate. And this is what I come back to, though, Ben. I think Americans generally are pretty smart when it comes to presidential elections. And in this case, it's like voting for no president. It's like we are voting to have the White House vacant.
Yes.
He is angry. He is yelling at people.
It is the classic example of the ham and cheese sandwich. It just sits there being a ham and cheese sandwich. And that's, I think, a problem because, we certainly have so many challenges around the world that we need something more than a ham and cheese sandwich there. But I also think that this is, again, a situation where you're nominating someone on the Republican side who has unique unpopularity in certain factions that he needs to bring back closer to him. And I just have yet to see any plan to do that. Instead, I see the opposite. Instead, I see the double down effect of saying we don't even need those votes. We don't even need those people. And the last person I saw saying things like that was Kari Lake in Arizona, and we know how that turned out.